Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about a role-playing game I recently played called 13th Age, and just kind of sharing my impressions of that. For those who don't know, I am very new to role-playing games. I've played just a tiny sliver of Pathfinder and now a tiny sliver of 13th Age, so not really going to give a kind of a broad perspective of where 13th Age fits into the wide realm of role-playing games by any means, but I'll share my impressions and just based on my limited experience with Pathfinder, point out some differences I see. The actual adventure we were playing in this time was very combat heavy, as opposed to last time when I played Pathfinder Society event. It was very focused on like sneaking and espionage and bluffing and disguising. And I know that has a lot more to do with those specific adventures than it does with the system or the rules. I don't think there's any real link there. But I think a good place to start to see some of the differences between this and other role-playing games would probably be the character sheet. So let's take a look at that. My character, you can see here, Shano Greystash. He was a halfling cleric, and one of the first things you notice is icon relationships, and mine is blank there. But if we look at a map, actually, I can show you what this refers to, a map of the world here. And basically on the right hand side you can see all these different icons, all these different rulers, and you can kind of have allegiance to some over others, and that can give you certain bonuses. I think we didn't actually do this part. We didn't want to take the time to get the detail for that. Then you have one unique thing is the next category here, and we didn't do that either. We just skipped over that. But basically I looked one up, and I found a character on a blog that someone had posted, and his one unique thing was that his ancestors followed him around. His ancestors' ghosts followed him around, and were always talking to him about his past, present, and future. So you can see how that might play into the game a little bit. And then backgrounds. We did focus on backgrounds, and that's a really big part of 13th Age, actually, is character backgrounds. You almost don't have any of the traditional like skills you would in D&D or Pathfinder. Your skills are going to be based on your background, and you have to be creative in deciding how your background is going to give you certain bonuses in certain situations to play with. And so this is something that I think is a little harder for me to get a grasp on, because you really have to think outside the box and be creative. That and a character name are always a struggle for me. The character name, I'm always like, I don't know. And then the backgrounds, yeah, it took me a while to think of stuff. So I thought, well, okay, my guy worked at a tavern for a couple of years, and then that could have some impact, in terms of maybe him being a little more street smart, maybe just having a broad knowledge of lots of different people, maybe who knows, right? Or raised by wolves. So yeah. That was another one of mine. Maybe some, survival skills or something like that, right? The pen is mightier. So this idea that my character was a writer. And yeah, so we had these creative names, and the GM helped me with the names. He wanted to call one of my backgrounds Whorehouse Healer for the idea of working in a tavern. So I said, sure, we'll just go with that. The pen is mightier. He used to be a writer, so I don't know how that could play in, but these are just some things I came up with, and then he encouraged us to be, creative and figure out how your background could solve this situation. And that was really hard. It honestly kind of stumped me, and I think I would need a little more practice at that. And then, yeah, you've got other things down here as well. Talents, features. Basically, these are all like feats and spells and stuff, and I'm not sure exactly where they fit, but some of them are daily, some of them are at will, 2 per battle, 1 per battle, etc. So, yeah, that's just kind of a look at the character sheet. But other than the character sheet, I would also say some other differences. And I'm not sure if this is true of Pathfinder because I don't know the system real well yet, but there was missed damage on some attacks and some spells. Again, that might be in other systems as well, but I thought that was interesting, and I'd never played with that before where, hey, you missed a spell, you rolled a 3, but at least you get 2 miss damage or something like that. The other thing is that there was an escalation die, and at the beginning of a battle, the escalation die, I can't remember if it would start at nothing or if it would start at 1, but basically every round of combat in a battle, the die would he would put it on 2, he'd put it on 3, he'd put it on 4, and every time you get to add that as a attack bonus, and so that kind of helped combat go a little more quickly. Overall, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. I got a greater feel for combat in a role-playing game and just kind of got used to my abilities and spells, just because it was very combat heavy, and we kind of got in the rhythm of that, and it became a lot easier. So yeah, 13th Age, pretty fun game. Again, I'm not totally sure on how it differs from other RPGs out there, but it seemed pretty simple and easy to pick up, not a real complex system. I encourage you to go check out their reference document if you're interested. I think they've got it up for free on their website, Pelgrane Press. I'll put a link in the description. And yeah, if you've played 13th Age and I messed something up, I got something wrong, feel free to post in the comments below. Love to hear from you. More videos coming soon on RPG stuff and PC games, so thanks for joining me. Until next time, happy gaming.